let you know in 2 hours. See how the Broncos do. Pregame.tv, my little boy keeps asking me, are you happy? Are you happy? And I tell him, I'll let you know in an hour and a half after the Broncos game is finished for the night. But we're talking boxing here. I'm here with an expert Vegas runner, Alvarez, Floyd, Money Mayweather, who I get to see every now and then betting over at the M here locally in the
Money May.
In the southern suburbs here of Las Vegas. I love the M.
Big fan.
You like the M, you like Floyd.
Love Mayweather.
Beautiful.
Love the money team. Listen, here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Right there. Take a shot.
Take a shot. I haven't felt this much excitement in Las Vegas for a fight since Tyson Holyfield. And
at the MGM.
Yeah, I was here for that.
Saturday night?
Exactly. And it's that same feeling. The city's going to be electric. You could already start to feel it. There's nothing like a boxing mega fight in Las Vegas. I mean, UFC, I'm a huge fan. Everyone knows that. I love covering MMA. I love going to the events. But there's nothing comparable to a mega fight.
I thought you and Brian were going to have a mega fight with all the disagreements.
Nothing like it. So we have this will be one of the biggest
fights.
Weight
class.
Exactly, in a real long time. It's going to get so much betting action on this fight. Books right now, they're just trying to set the line somewhere to limit their exposure, because here's what they're expecting. Early money was on Mayweather, but they think there's going to be a ton of late money on Alvarez. And the concern is when they drop that line, are those betting syndicates going to come back and fire on Mayweather like they've done in the past? Because there's a phenomenon that takes place in boxing is that the casual fan, the ones that go to the event, the ones that are watching it at all those VIP parties here in town, and the millions watching it on pay-per-view around the globe.
They're not going to lay 260.
Exactly. They want to put up a little money to win a lot, as opposed to putting up a lot to win a little.
Super Bowl phenomenon.
Exactly.
People come in and bet the dog on the money line.
And it goes down. And for years now, a lot of betting syndicates have been cleaning up on Mayweather, and why not? He's 44-0. Now he's going up against Canelo Alvarez, who's 42-0. Difference is Mayweather's 36, Canelo's 23. So you ask yourself, Mayweather has 44 fights at 36 years old. Canelo has 42 fights at 23 years old. What gives? Canelo has been in the ring with my gardener, my pizza delivery man, the kid that details my car. There has not been, don't get me wrong, he's a talented fighter and he's world class, but he just doesn't have the boxing IQ yet to step in with Mayweather. But his handlers know this kind of money isn't going to come along too often. Mayweather isn't going to be in the sport for all that long. And Mayweather's not going to give Canelo this fight 2 years from now after Alvarez has a ring IQ that can pose some kind of problems for Floyd. The one thing that Mayweather's done better than anyone else since I've fallen in love with boxing as a little kid is knowing how to handpick opponents and fighting them at the right time. And he's done that with Canelo Alvarez. He picked a kid that everyone thinks is at the top of his game, is young, is big, is strong, but at the end of the day, ring IQ and being technical is what wins fights. And there's no one with a higher ring IQ and no one more technical than Floyd Mayweather.
Let me ask you, because I'm always in boxing, I'm always worried about corruption. And I see the over-under in this fight, over 11.5 rounds, like minus 280. All right, huge favorite to go the distance. And I'm thinking, if I'm the kid and I'm fighting Floyd, right? What is he getting? 25 million, and Floyd's getting double.
Guaranteed.
Not even that much.
Yeah.
Like, maybe.
Kid will make 10.
10 and 40.
Kid will make 10.
Would it not be in his best interest to have a competitive fight, hang around, let Floyd get the decision, and then they just have a rematch in another year, and they get another payday? Because if he wins, that taints the legacy. That would seem to be the way that that the boxers make the most money. Am I right?
Agree. And that's what you always have to worry about the fight game, because judging is subjective. And
you can bet a draw at 24-1.
Exactly.
I'm thinking no draw. How are they going to draw?
Even if there's corruption, the argument is it's subjective. Even though there's guidelines, every judge has favoritism to one thing or another, whether it's ring generalship, whether it's, there's certain categories.
Number of punches thrown,
exactly.
Whether they're real punches
exactly.
or just like.
Exactly. So because of that, you can't really argue even when a judge sees a fight totally opposite of what everyone else saw the fight. And that's the one problem with the sport. In this case, here's the thing. Drink up.
Here's the thing.
Everyone wants to cash in on Canelo. They want to cash in on the big dog. Showtime's done a masterful job of making this look like the toughest fight for Mayweather. Between now and fight night, guaranteed Floyd's going to say all the right things about this young, hungry lion, his toughest fight. He's bigger than me. He's younger than me. He's stronger than me. He's going to say all the things that are necessary to market this fight and make it seem more competitive than it truly is. But if you really take a look at these two fighters, they're as day and night as it comes. Canelo Alvarez is hand-picked for Floyd Mayweather. He is custom-made for Floyd Mayweather. The one thing you can't do with Mayweather is come at him, because he's one of the best counterpunchers in the sport. Alvarez knows only one thing, and that's how to fight forward. He can't fight backwards. Floyd knows this. He's going to dictate where the fight goes, whether he wants to lay against the ropes, shoulder roll, keep him at a distance, and pot shot him all night, or whether he wants to take him in the middle of the ring and just keep hitting him flush with that straight right hand. Everyone thinks if this goes to a decision, it's Floyd's fight. And if you bet Floyd, it's correlated.
You got to lay minus like 180.
Exactly.
To decision to Mayweather.
Everyone thinks that it's correlated. Floyd and over or Alvarez and under, because Alvarez has to beat him early or else this catch weight's going to catch up with him. And if you saw the 30-day mandatory weigh-in that the WBC does, Canelo Alvarez was so shredded and yet still had to lose 12 pounds. When you saw the week of the fight, a couple days ago, Canelo Alvarez weigh in, he still had to lose 5 pounds, 6 pounds. There was nothing left on him to lose. He is going to be as depleted as you can possibly get, and Mayweather knew this. That's why he fought at the catch weight. He's a master at that. Canelo's going to have to go after him early. He's not going to be able to get to him. Floyd Mayweather's the most elusive fighter in the sport. Anyone that's ever fought him has been so shocked at just how good he is defensive. He saps your strength defensively. He may not be the hardest puncher, but he knows how to shoulder roll, how to sap the opponent's strength and land enough shot and systematically break them down. And I'm telling you now, don't be surprised if Floyd Mayweather knocks out Canelo Alvarez somewhere around that 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th round. I don't think Alvarez is going to have much left in the tank. He's just going to be eating right hands all night.
Let's make it official.
Let's do it. I'm ready for this
Convincing
one.
case.
Yeah.
Do it.
No one is able to pull out a range better than Mayweather. No one's able to measure their opponents better than Mayweather. Guys that have been faster, guys that have been bigger, guys that have been stronger all say the same thing. We couldn't touch him. He knows how to stay at a distance. He knows when to bring it close. He knows how to land the shot when he wants to land it. Mayweather doesn't waste punches. He doesn't absorb punishment. This sport is all about hit and not be hit. And he's the master of that. If you look at the CompuBox stats, he is the #1 ranked as far as strikes landed, punches landed, and opponents' punches landed. #1 plus or minus ratio in the sport is Floyd Mayweather. I think he's going to have an easier night than most expect. Canelo's going to have his early excitement where he's going to get Floyd against the ropes and it's going to look like he's landing. But believe me, Floyd's going to be ducking, moving, pushing, shoving, nudging, and none of those punches are going to have any effect on him. And eventually he's going to wear down Alvarez, and it's going to be an easy fight for him. If he doesn't finish him, it'll be a unanimous decision.
Excellent.
Too much too soon for this young kid.
Good work. Any tip on the undercard?
Yeah, here's the problem. If you want to make money, you're going to have to bet the favorites. Matisse is going to beat Garcia. That's going to be one of the best undercard fights you are ever going to see. Matisse is going to beat Garcia, and Mayweather is going to beat Canelo. Maybe you want to parlay the two favorites. Wait for the Mayweather line to go down. Wait for the Matisse line to possibly go down. You should see some Danny Garcia money. He's the champ. There's a reason he's the underdog, and that's because Matisse is a monster. So bet both favorites, and you'll do good come Saturday night.
All right. It's almost like a teaser, two-teamer to get it closer to even money.
Exactly.
Same thing as in the NFL. Well, thanks for joining in, and hearing our breakdowns, football, NFL, college football, boxing. It's our pleasure to be here each and every Tuesday night. Thanks again for chiming in here at pregame.tv.
He's going to set traps all night.